Okay, hello everybody. So you guys remember tier lists? Yeah, those things. Yeah. People don't necessarily make them all that much anymore. That is a loud lawnmower. Anyways, as I was saying, people don't necessarily make them that often anymore. That's why I'm gonna do one right now. So, okay, I need to shut my window. So I got this idea from someone on Twitter. I don't remember who. If I do remember who, I'll put the picture of their thing on screen, I guess. Maybe it was on YouTube. I don't remember. I got this idea a long time ago, and I forgot about it. Today we're going to be ranking every jump in Fingerdash. I've got this image with all of them. Now I want to get out of the way what qualifies as a jump. So a jump in this terms is any time that you are on the ground and you lift off the ground with like a definitive set of motion to where you will come back down to the ground. And hello. So by this logic, a jump can really only be in the cube or robot game mode. And that's the only ones that I'm going to count, because I'm pretty sure that's actually the only ones that GD itself counts. And I'm not counting orbs either. Like if you jump and then if you jump off the ground, that's one, but if you tap an orb in midair, that doesn't count as another one. Because you're not off the ground. That's just like an extension of your original jump. Yeah, we're just gonna get started. If you're wondering what criteria I'm ranking these on, I honestly have no idea. We'll just figure it out. So the first jump in Fingerdash, very iconic. It's a single spike, 1.1%. I think that it is a good introduction, and it's very well-rounded, so we're going to put it at an S. Next jump. The jump at 1.8%. I have mixed feelings. It is a 2-block tall jump, which may be tricky for some newcomers to the game. With perseverance, you can get over it. I think it's one of the jumps that you can get over if you just hold at the beginning of the level or something. And it does use the new ground, so I'm going to have to give this one an A. Next up, the jump at 2.6%. It's got some decoration and stuff. It's got a lot going for it. You know, the sign is very guiding, very open, very welcoming. And the lava, all that. I'm going to have to give this one an S as well. It introduces so much, and I think it does a lot for the level. Next jump at 3.5%. This one is kind of just a rehash of the jump at 1.8%, except harder. Very unoriginal. This one gets a D from me. Jump at 3.9%. You can't really tell where I am because of the screenshot, but this is the part. I don't know. I think it's like, see, the 3.5 jump is where you jump onto the pad. And then this jump, I honestly don't know where this jump is. I might have to, hold on. This jump, 3.5%, is jumping off the ground. This one is jumping off the platform. So, very, very airy, long jump. There's nothing too special about it, so I'm going to give it a C. Good old 5.2. It's very cramped, very cluttered. The spikes are very threatening. It just doesn't really shout, like, I'm a jump you can trust. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put it down at D, along with, whatever the other one is. 6.5. This jump is also very threatening, with the dragon, spewing fire. You narrowly avoid him. Although it is more lively, so it's not as bad as 5.2, so I'm going to have to give this one a C. 7.4. Very simple jump. I like it. You know, it gets you where you got to go. There's nothing that outright wants to kill you. It's alright. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. So I'm gonna give this one a B for Bro Fist. And with that, we are done with the first row. Second row, 7.9. It's basically the same jump but worse because of the threatening fireball. You don't want to scare off new players, so it's just the last jump but worse. So I'm gonna have to give this one a C. 10.7. It's the first jump into the new tile set, sort of, because now we're in like the weird rocky ground type things instead of the like crystally cave wall looking things. And there is a fireball that is going down by the time you get there. Still not too big of a fan of it. And this is a very tall jump. It is 2 blocks. I don't really like this one. This one has like nothing going for it. This one I'm gonna have to give an E. I'm very sorry. 10.7. But you suck. 11.3. Now this one is actually very funny because I actually this gameplay I like it. I like the jumping into an orb instead of just jumping onto more boring ground. I think it adds a nice change to the mix. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one an A. You know what? A. 12.2. I mean, it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's kind of just 10.7 over there, but upside down now. Which might be very disorientating to the player. And I don't think that that's good, so I'm going to have to give this one an F. I'm very sorry. 12.9. Now this jump is kind of the exact same one as the last one. However, there is the little slot that you have to go into, so it's guiding you. So you're not totally in the dark on this one, and I think that is a very redeemable quality in a jump. This one gets a C. 13.6. This is another jump, sort of like the this one, 11.3. Very similar in the fact that you go into the orb, and this is a green orb too. And I like the gameplay mechanic of the green orb, sort of not being an instant throwing you down into the ground right at the start. So I gotta give this one an S. This is a ideal jump. 15.4. This jump is very similar, and we're back to the old tile set now. Very similar to one of the earlier ones. Not much going for it. I do like the touch of the lasers and how they're out of reach, so they don't really. You aren't gonna get scared by them. However, it is kind of uncreative. This one is going to get a D. 16.3. Now, this one has some stuff going for it. The laser is low enough. You're also out of the way of the lava. And they even have these nice little guiding circles for you to jump to. And I don't know if this kind of jump has been done before, where you're actually going down. So I like this jump a lot. I'm going to give this one an A. 17.3, again with the fireball. The jump itself, however, is not bad. The environment is a little off, but the jump itself is very moderate. But I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna give this one a B. I am feeling nice today. 17.7. It's the exact same as 17.3, so I'm gonna have to knock off a point for creativity. This one gets a D. 20.5. Well, you've just been launched up onto this platform, and this is where the level starts to pick up its speed a little bit. And I think this nice moderate jump is very good for easing you into this sort of rapid, upbeat style of play. So I'm gonna give this one a B because of it. 22% on the dot. I like this jump. The gameplay that it brings to the table. You're jumping into a teleportation portal. Which is in view. You can't see it in the screenshot, but it's in view in gameplay. And I think that that's good. You have the spikes as the incentive to jump. However, this jump can be broken, as I'm sure we are all aware. You can avoid the teleportation portal, and that is lack of thought on RobTop's part. I'm going to give this one a C, just because of that one fault. 23% on the dot. Very similar jump. I like this one as well, because they are also using the teleportation portals that are in view, and you can also see this one. You switch gravity afterwards. This jump sets you into a whole new style of gameplay, and I think that's good because it matches the environment of the song and how upbeat it is at this point. This one gets a B from me. 24.4. I don't know why I put this one in B. I literally wasn't thinking. I kind of just put it in B. But let's see if it deserves to stay there. Well, it's a decent jump. You're hitting a blue ring, which is a style I said I liked before, and you're upside down in this new play style, very upbeat. I think I'll keep it there. 25.8%. We are a quarter of the way done with the level at this point. This jump is, yeah, it's good. I like it. I like that it puts you towards a pink orb, which this jump style, this exact jump setup has yet to be seen at this point in time. And I like the environment as well. I think that, and another, again with the guiding dots, this jump has just about everything going for it, and because of that, it gets an S. 27%. This jump is okay. I mean, it's a style of jump that, like, the setup is one that I am fond of. And it's upside down, again, same sort of environment. It's okay. I think that it's a little overdone at this point. But it's still not bad, so I'm gonna give it a C. 27.6. Exact same jump setup as the last one. These are single platforms now, so I guess it sort of gives the vibe that you have to jump quicker. More thrilling, I would say. Which can be good and bad at the same time. I'm gonna give it a C because of that. 29.2. Well, it's another jump style that I like. It's right side up. It's kind of boring. Doesn't have a lot going for it. It's not necessarily bad, but it's look at this. It's the exact same as this one. So I'm gonna have to. It's even more boring because it's a solid platform. So I'm gonna have to give this one a D. 30.2%. I don't like this jump style exactly. I feel like it's too. It doesn't, especially with the block style. It can be disorientating at times. I also think that it's been done a lot up to this point. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give this one an E. 30.5. This jump is invigorating. You're jumping off into uncertainty. In this case, I think that this is where you jump off and you start hitting all the orbs and stuff. And that is very admirable. It syncs with the song after this point. And I think that that's always something that you don't want to forget in a level. And I think that this jump helps the level achieve that job very well. This jump gets an A. 31.7. Simple jump. It's not terrible. Again, there's not much that's very special about it, so it's gonna have to go in the C column. 32.1. It's about the exact same as the last jump, except it's a little bit more thrilling, I suppose, because it's single platforms. And at this point, the music is starting to build up a little bit. So, yeah, I'm feeling nice. We're going to give this one a B. 34.6. At this point, you're really getting to the end. It's upside down. You just got flipped. You're going back. Very thrilling. I quite like this jump a lot. And I think that I'm going to give this one... I'm going to give this one an S. This is a good jump. 35.3. This is the last jump before... Well, this is the last jump as a cube in this section. And I think that it does its job very well as the last. Right after this, you hit the 3 orbs, and everything else from that point, nature just takes its course. I think it is an excellent jump in its purpose. But it kind of is the same as the last one, and I don't really want to give them both S because I feel like that would be kind of weird. So I'm gonna give this one an A, but it's probably like an A plus, I would say. So we're now in the robot part. This jump is 58.6. Depending on where you jump, I jumped off of the lip of like the first platform. If you go down, it'll be a little more like maybe like 59% or something. But it doesn't matter because it's the same amount of jumps regardless. I think this is a good first jump, no matter which way you take it, really. It gets you acclimated to the robot controls because you can hold for however long you want, and you'll most likely still make it. I think it helps you differentiate between the robot and the cube. First robot jump, I'm going to give an S. 59.7. Again, I think by this point, the player has, understood the robot controls a little bit more after that first jump. And this is just putting those skills to the test. It's alright, I guess. I'm going to give this one a B. 61.3. This jump is also good. It's a very unique setup. Right after this, you hit the 2 dash orbs in sequence. I like it. I like this jump. I think there should be more like it. I think every jump should strive to be like 61.3. 63.4. You're off the ground. You got to do a little bunny hop, which I think illustrates the smaller end of jumping. It doesn't have to be a super big jump. And I think it's all right. There's nothing like too special about it, but it's pretty good. So I'm gonna give it a C. It does just about everything all right. Well, it's all right. I think it's sort of like the 2-block jumps in the cube section. I'm not a huge fan of it. It doesn't do anything inherently wrong, I guess, but I don't know. It gives me a bad aura. I'm gonna have to give this one a D. Again, I'm very sorry to any of my 63.8% jump enthusiasts. I'm sure that I'm gonna start a war with that. 64.3. It's the exact same as the last one, which I find quite boring. We're gonna give this one an E. 67.3. Last jump in the robot section, and I think it does its job very well. You have to go kind of far. You hit the pad, and all you have to do is do this jump, and the level does the rest of the jump itself for you. So I think that it is good, and it serves its purpose well. So this is the final stretch. 91.6. This jump, it's all right, I guess. It's kind of like that robot jump into the dash orb. I think that it puts all your skills that you've acquired to the test, and I think it does so very well. This one gets an A. 93.4. Well, this jump is also okay. You're just jumping off a platform, a decently sized platform onto another decently sized platform, and I see no issues with that. I think that it's a basic jump, might need a break after the invigorating gameplay you've just played through. And I think it does what it does well. So this one gets a C. 94.2. 2-block jump, not really a fan, but it's almost the end, so it could be worse. Regardless, I'm going to have to give this one an E. I've been too nice this entire grading session, so I think I gotta be a little bit meaner to make up for it. 94.6. Big jump. It almost is like a final trial. Can you do this? If you can, you may pass. You're almost there. It's sort of like a keep going motivator. Very good jump. B. 95.5. Another orb jump. Very fond of these orb jumps. I think they're a good method of gameplay, and it's a good way to swap up the gameplay. I'm gonna give this one a C. It's average. I like it, and I think it does exactly what it does, just how it needs to do it. 96.1. I kind of like it. It's in a big staircase. I think that it illustrates. I think that the big staircase is sort of another final hurdle. It is another okay jump. I'm gonna give it a C. 96.4. It's just the second staircase jump. There's nothing super special about it. I'm gonna give this one a D. It's just the sequel to the last jump. 97.9. This is I like this jump. You're so close to the end. It's just the keep going. You literally have less than 3% more. It's sort of just one final skill test, 2 spike jumps, like a 2 spike jump. I'm gonna give this one an A. And this last one, I could not think of a more perfect ending if I tried. You've done all the hardships, you've done all the tasks, you've survived, you've persevered. Let's give you a break. just a simple one spike jump into the end of the level. This one gets an S. So this is our final tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys disagree with it? Do you have a differing opinion? I don't really know why you would. I don't think this is a thing that a lot of people have opinions about. I'm gonna be posting this on Twitter, so go ahead and check that out if you want to download the image for some reason. I might do something with this image in the future, but we'll see. I guess if you really wanted this image, you could reconstruct it using this image. Just take the images and put them in order. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any ideas for anything else I could do for a video, let me know in the comments below. I read them all. I do all that stuff that YouTubers tell you. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.